it's Cherie from One Body and Soul. I'm going to show you a different side of me today, not an exercise workout or me in the kitchen. I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself to you. A lot of people think that personal trainers have it all together, but as you can see behind, I'm just like any other mum. I've got washing waiting to be hung up. I've got dishes in the sink. I'm just like anybody else. But let's go back to the start, back where it all began. So I came from Fremantle about 8 years ago up to Geraldton. My husband's a police officer, so that's what brought us to Geraldton. At that stage, I had 2 children. I had I think she was 2, and I had a 6-week-old baby when I moved to town here. I didn't know anyone when I moved to town, did not know a soul. So it was starting new friendships, I had a new baby, couldn't get out much, and I was pretty much housebound since moving to Geraldton. So if I wanted to be sane, I needed to exercise, and it was too difficult to get to a gym with babies crying and sleep patterns and all that. So I started educating myself and training at home. And I had many occasions where I would try and put my child to sleep during the day, and you know, you jump on the cross trainer or you start exercising and the baby keeps crying and crying, and then before you know it, that window's disappeared, the baby didn't sleep. So my workout had to be pushed back to when my husband returned home from work. So I would make sure my day was planned, I'd eaten early, I was dressed ready to go, so as soon as he walked in the door, I was out and running the streets. So then another little baby came along. When my 3rd child came along, all girls, I started studying personal training. At that stage, I was only going to do it when all my kids were at school and I had no children at home. However, with part of my prac, I had to start actually emulating exercise classes, so I was doing it in my backyard with some mums from school. And before I knew it, my course had finished. It took me about 6 months to do it, and all my friends kept saying, nah, keep doing it. So I did. I kept doing it. I tried, you know, balanced it with my child. My child came with me, and it's just snowballed from there. And I started with obviously only 3 classes a week, and now I'm doing about 9 to 12 classes a week. So I only started little, but gradually I've grown and grown. I've got 3 early morning classes at 5:45 in the morning, then a beginner's class at 6:30, another one at 9:15 after school drop off, and then another one at 6 p.m. So I'm just a normal mum, okay, 3 girls, very busy life. They all play sport. I've got hockey, footy, cricket, dancing. Most afternoons I'm running around dropping kids off here, there and everywhere, and then my dinner's already prepared, so then I have to fly home, drop them off and head back in to do exercise classes. My husband currently is in Yelgoo, which is about 2 hours away from us, so that makes life a little bit more challenging, so we don't have him home very much, so it's just me and the girls. But it's all about being organised. So, you know, I get home about 7:15 in the mornings. My children are up, made breakfast, pretty much got their lunches prepared, and they're almost ready to go. Obviously, there's a little bit of yelling and screaming sometimes. I'm just like everyone else. But the key is to be organised, okay? And don't think you can't do it because you've got the kids, or I can't do this because I've got the kids, you know? Make it work for you. If you really want it, make it work for you, and don't sabotage yourself, okay? Don't put up a barrier and say, no, I can't do that because I've got this little child, or no, I can't do that because I've got this appointment. Schedule your life around your exercise. Get out and get active. It does make you feel a whole lot better, and you will fit a lot more in your life. And that's pretty much it. I'm just a mum. I'm a mum from Perth. I've been in Geraldton now for about 8 years, and I dug up some of my qualifications the other day, so I thought I might share it with you, what qualifications I do actually have and what training I've got. And if anyone's got any questions or would like to know a little bit more about where I come from or what my life's been about, I mean, I have travelled and lived up in Halls Creek and worked up there, and yeah, there's nothing much special about me. It's just I love exercising, I love motivating people, and hopefully I get to help you one day too. So keep striving for the best you can do. Don't put up any barriers. Love life, love yourself, and have heaps of fun doing it. Good job.
And for those of you who think that I'm very confident, I actually hate doing public speaking. I hate speaking on these videos. I get tongue tongue twisted, I forget everything that I want to say, I have that many bloopers, I start again, I get stumped. See, got stuck then. I hate it. Somebody teach me how to speak or get